Good morning, this is Marcel Fischbacher from our race trial field here in actually southern Sherman County on Tommy Cartwright's farm. And we're taking a look at the cotton plant. We are right here at September 8th, and usually we recommend for termination of irrigation to be around the 1st of September. Many of you guys remember last year around September 9th we had that strong cold front that came through. Temperatures dropped to about 38 degrees, and it totally hurt the development of the plant, slowed down the growth. We had very little growth from then on. A couple things. We'll go ahead and talk about termination water, and then we'll talk about where the plant's at. Right now we're facing 90-degree days, just one after another. Our evapotranspiration rate is pretty high, and so some people with a higher yield goal have elected to add some more water to the soil. A lot of that termination of irrigation will depend on your yield goal. And so we look at our fruit load here, and then our yield goal will depend on that. So it's more risky to be irrigating right now, just because if we do get some rain or a wet spell, it will actually slow down the termination of the plant. So as we look at these bolls on this plant, we can see most of the bolls that are going to count or have some purple on them. We even have our first cracked boll on this plant. Most of the plants, I would say less than 1% have a cracked boll though. We walk out here through the plants, you can look around me, you see no cracked bolls. I had to actually walk about 150 feet to find one up the field. So we're starting to have some cracked bolls, and that is something we report. We do report on the crop each week, and actually on our NASS report, I will probably actually improve my reporting of the cotton because of this heat we are having right now. So the cotton needs the heat units. We're getting them, and it's really helping to mature this plant. As we'll notice on this plant also, there's not a bloom out the top. So here's our last boll on the very top. So we are really at what is called cutout on the plant. So hopefully our plant will not produce any more fruit, any more bolls, because they will not contribute to the yield for this farmer in any way. But we want the rest of these bolls to go ahead and turn more purple, and to get there to where they mature into a plant that have as many cracked bolls as possible. When we get closer to the termination date, we'll actually spray some boll openers to help dry off the cotton plant, but they need to get to this point here in order to have the maximum quality of fiber. So we want this plant to mature as nature will have it. The other thing we found out that the cotton plant can pull moisture from up to probably 10 feet. We have dug down to 8 feet and seen how it really dries out the profile. And from now on, that's what the farmer wants it to do. He wants the plant to actually suffer a little bit. He doesn't want too much moisture in the ground, and yet we don't want the thing just to shrivel up and dry from no water at all. So that's the point right now why it's a very risky and challenging thing to decide how much more water does this plant need. If we could read the future and knew what the future month and a half hold for us as far as water, precipitation, and temperatures, we would know exactly what to do. We just got to keep in mind our normal freeze is around the 18th to the 20th of October. And we've had it as late as November, and we've had them early in September. So that is going to totally quit the plant growth. So we're going to really be watching their 10-day weather forecast, and that's going to help us to decide when to terminate the plant totally with our plant finishing products that are available, and also our irrigation needs. We're at the point where I would say the majority of farmers have terminated their irrigation, and a few of them may look at another irrigation as they look at some of their soil moisture tools to see how much water and soil moisture there is.